Welcome back. So what's in your pantry? Let's see, I'll grab this one right here behind me. That's mostly just spices and things like that. Well, everyone's on lockdown and it is easy to ignore quinoa and kale and binge out on some good comfort food. I actually made pasta the other day, way too much pasta, way too much cheese, but it was perfect. Popcorn sales up 81%, ice cream up 51%. And just to be clear, comfort food is not healthy, we know that, but they call it comfort for a reason. And my next guests are a married couple who have totally embraced the notion of eating their way through quarantine.
Before quarantine, I would wake up, have some avocado toast, and now I'm just eating what tastes good so that I can be comforted.
I see some sweet potato fries, some refried beans. Oh, mama, I can't wait.
Today we drove to San Diego. While we were there, we're like, oh, San Diego has amazing tacos. Let's get tacos. I had a fish taco with some cool sauce and a queso taco with crispy queso on it. And I had some french fries and some tortilla chips. Okay, so I just got home from grocery shopping and most of what I got, I will admit, is pure garbage. This trip to the grocery store was actually like weirdly emotional for me. To see like how much it's changed is kind of like a barometer for the rest of the society. Every single person was wearing gloves and masks. Really like got to me, the gravity of the situation. I'm gonna dig into this ice cream right away because ice cream is what feels like is gonna make it all better. I know that like food doesn't cure anything, but I don't know, it helps, right? My husband made meatball grinders, thank God. So Tamron, if you're not eating junk food right now, what the heck are you doing? You need to be comforted, you need to eat what tastes good, you don't need to be skinny, so just eat a casserole.
Sue Smith and Austin Rodriguez join us in Cyber Hall.
Sue, okay, before the pandemic, walk me through how you would normally, I guess, eat lunch and dinner. I've heard you had kale and quinoa. Now it's lasagna and ice cream.
Yeah, that's accurate. So before the pandemic, I was like Greek yogurt for breakfast, maybe, and then like a nice kale salad for lunch, and then for dinner, a nice little green quinoa, farro maybe, and now it's lots of carbohydrates.
Lots of carbs.
Yes, lots of carbs.
A lot of dairy.
A lot of dairy. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's crazy. I find myself doing the same thing. Right before this interview, I finished off a huge piece of pound cake that I made, a giant scoop of ice cream, and that's how I'm starting my day. But
Yeah.
I don't have any guilt about it. I feel so comforted.
Tamron, there are no rules right now.
The rules are out the window.
Out the window.
It's like everything's off the table. So Easter dinner, what was that like for you? Because I did a lamb, I did macaroni and cheese, I did a whole nother pound cake again. What was Easter like for y'all?
Well, good for you.
We lost track of time and didn't even realize it was Easter. And we went grocery shopping the day before. We could have bought all the fixings for a nice Easter dinner. So last minute we went with...
We ordered pizza.
Yeah, we got pizza.
Oh, it was so good.
You had Easter pizza.
Easter
Yes.
pizza, yeah. Peaster.
Okay, I love that. How has changing your eating habits, so things that, maybe you wouldn't have eaten before, how has that helped you through this, Austin?
Sure. So, I mean, obviously there's just like kind of a source of comfort when you have some of those tastes that you had like in your childhood. I didn't eat that great growing up, and now I do try to eat better as an adult. But having things like, like canned pastas that you would have growing up, like for school lunch and stuff like that. There's just something nostalgic and comforting about it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing, Sue. I've been doing I did, depending on where you're from. Some people call it bologna. I call it bologna because
Oh my God, I love bologna.
I know. My mother was like, you should do a bologna sandwich because that's one of the things that I can easily buy at the grocery store. So much is sold out. So it's kind of based on what I can find as well.
Yeah, we would eat it with toast and butter and bologna.
Cut the edges off. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's for dinner tonight?
Chicken nugs and mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, for sure.
Chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
Yes, I got his grandmother's recipe. I'm going to make it.